Hi guys, it's Marissa, and today I'm just gonna give you guys all the tea. You can probably tell from the title, but I've been posting on my social media telling you guys that I was going to be filming a video explaining where I've been. This is like the longest I think I've gone without posting, and I'm sorry. Being honest, I was in quarantine for a while. Like March, April-ish, I was in like quarantine. Going nowhere, doing nothing, stocked up on food, didn't even go to the grocery store type of quarantine. In May, I started working again, and I just went from like not working at all, having so much free time, to just going right back to work. I had taken like a break from YouTube because it was like my birthday and stuff in May, and this is when I kind of like broke quarantine, I guess. Like hung out with friends for my birthday and stuff, and I was doing stuff and I was out, and then things here in Las Vegas started to open again in the middle of May, which is when I went back to work. Being back to work, it's like so dumb, but when I was back to work I was like, oh, like coronavirus is gone, like I'm back to work. But yeah, it's hard to like work and then not want to like go to a restaurant and like enjoy things that are open. So you're working anyway. But yeah, so I was like, I had gone to I've went out to eat like a few times since things started to open. I've hung out with friends. I still like would wear a mask and stuff if I was going shopping or something. Malls opened here. Went to a bar a few times, which is stupid. So I worked all like for most of May, and then all June I was working, and because I wasn't working at all and I went straight to working, I just kind of like dropped off YouTube, I don't know, I just didn't like, I wasn't doing it, which I am really sorry for, and I'm sorry I didn't give you guys an update. I think I was just trying to adjust my life. Like this has been the weirdest year of my life. Also guys, don't mind my broken thumbnail. And yeah, so then I woke up on July 1st with literally like the worst headache. I woke up in the middle of the night with chills that day. I was not doing good. I felt so sick. I was like, oh my god, no, like no, you're lying to me. I did end up going to work that day just because I didn't really know what was wrong. I didn't know that I had a fever. I just knew that I had chills. I knew that I had a horrible headache. My body was achy. Like I just didn't feel good. But I had felt like that for like a day in the middle of May. It was like a random day. I felt like horrible. Like I came home from work with like chills and stuff. Like I felt really sick, but it was just like me not sleeping enough. So, and like my body just being like, bitch, what are you doing? Like what is this? We've been used to sleeping in and doing nothing. Like it was just like my body just being like, you need sleep, because I was working 2 jobs for a while. So anyway, yeah, so I woke up this one day and I felt just like that, like just not good, not feeling good. Halfway through my work day, I remember I took like Advil for like my headache, and that helped a little, but by the time I was off and I got home, I felt so sick. I remember I texted my boss and I was like, hey, like I don't feel good, I'm not gonna be able to come to work tomorrow, like I'm sorry, whatever. Then the next day I felt even worse. I was like, well, hopefully, you know, maybe I just need some sleep, maybe my body just needs rest and water and food, and you know what I mean. But I felt so sick. So I woke up the next day and I felt even worse. I was hoping I could just take that whole day and I would wake up feeling better and I could like take that day off of work and feel fine. So I felt even worse the next day. I literally couldn't eat for like 2 days. I had no appetite, which is really odd for me. Even when I'm sick, I normally still want like chicken noodle soup, like I still want food. I literally was so like, oh my god, I never had like chills like that so bad. I think it didn't help that I wasn't eating, but I had no appetite. I literally was like just laying in bed and I had the worst chills ever. Like I could not get warm to save my life, but I was like, this is like TMI and gross, but I was just sweating. Like I was sweating, but I was freezing cold. I had like all the covers on because I was so cold, but then my body was sweating. Oh my god, I was like, I was not doing good. I would get up, I felt so weak, which again is probably because I wasn't eating. I was trying to drink water because I was like, my body is probably so dehydrated because I keep sweating and I'm not eating and whatever. Yeah, so then after that day I was like, crap, like I need to go get tested for COVID-19. I remember I texted my dad and I texted my friend. Like the first day I really didn't tell anybody because I was like, hopefully it's nothing. Like I was just like being in denial. I was like, I'm not sick, it's fine, I'm actually not sick. The second day, again, I had off work and I was like, crap, like I need to go get tested. I knew deep down that I needed to go get tested, so I told my dad that I had like a fever for 2 days, and he was like, Marissa, you need to go get tested. Like, you cannot be stupid. Like, go get tested. I was like, you're right. So I spent that whole day trying to just find a place to even get tested here, because everywhere was like booked up. Like, no place had appointments. It was so hard to find an appointment to even get tested here, which is, it's not good. It's not okay. But yeah, so I finally found a place that did free testing and had an availability the next day. So again, I told my boss, I was like, I'm sorry, like, I have a fever, like, I'm going to get tested for COVID-19 just to be safe, blah blah blah, whatever. So at this point, I can't go back to work until I get my test results, because once you say COVID-19 and you got a fever, bitch, it's over. It's over. Nobody wants you in the workplace. Nobody wants you anywhere. So at this point, I'm like, I just assumed that I had it. So I was like, I need to self-quarantine. I wasn't going anywhere. I remember I had to go like pick up groceries. I couldn't like go grocery shopping, so I had to do like the pickup thing, so that it was like they didn't get in contact with me. So by the third day, I woke up, and this was when I had my test scheduled. I felt a lot better. I still had a really bad headache, and I had a really bad sore throat. So my only symptoms were I had really bad fever. Like, I had like a fever for like 2 days. Like, I don't think it broke for 2 days, and then it started being like off and on. But fever, chills really bad, my body was achy, I had a headache, I had a sore throat, and that was it. So I didn't have like, so it's like half the symptoms, you know. Like, fever was like the main symptom of like coronavirus, and no taste and everything. I never had that, so I was like, I don't know, like, I have 50-50. I wasn't coughing, I didn't have shortness of breath, but like, I was just scared. Like, I work a job that is I do nails, if you guys didn't know. But yeah, so it's very like in contact with people, do like all age ranges. So like, I just couldn't imagine if I was the reason that I got someone's grandma sick and something happened. Like, oh my god, like, those were the things that was running through my head. But at the same time, I was like, oh my god, I need to go to work. So like I said, I made the decision to tell my boss and to go get tested and whatever, to be smart basically. Yeah, so I went to go get tested that day, and I felt a lot better. But I was reading online that like they won't test you if you have a fever, which they didn't even take my temperature. Scared, so I took like medicine to make sure that I didn't have a fever, because I felt like chills that day. That morning, I had a bad headache, but besides that, I was feeling a lot better that day. I didn't have as much chill. Like, I remember I dressed, which I live in Las Vegas in the freaking desert. It's like 100 degrees every day, but I dressed in like a hoodie and leggings and like socks, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. But this was like a drive-through test. Now, I had no freaking idea. I knew it was the nasal test where they like were gonna go like up my nose, and I was so scared. I was so scared. I was freaking out. I was like, okay, Marissa, you just have to do it. But like, I did not want to do it. I wish I got it on video because just to have it, but like, oh my god, I was so scared. I FaceTimed my sister the entire time, because I was like, it was just like a drive-through one, so I was just in my car, but I was like, OMG. And I went to like a CVS. So I went and I pull up, and there's this lady in front of me, and I was like, how are they gonna do this? Because they're in a window and I'm in a window, and I'm seeing this lady, and she is not like no one's coming to her car, and it was taking forever, and they just handed her like a brown bag, and then she had to put this thing in, and I was like, I don't know, it's a pharmacy too, so maybe she's just picking up medication. No. I pull up, it's my turn next, and I pull up and I see the sign, and it's a self freaking swab, guys. I had to swab my own nose. Like, imagine swabbing your own throat for like a strep throat, but like, I had to literally put the thing up my nose. Oh my god. It actually wasn't that bad. I was just having so much anxiety like right then, because I already was nervous, but I was like, now I have to do it on myself. Like, I was so scared I wasn't even gonna do it right. It really didn't hurt, and it really like, it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't like, I honestly think like throat swabs are worse. I don't know. I don't know if it went as far in my nose as like the normal ones, because the ones that I see a lot of people do, it's like a bigger thing. So I don't know if they did it differently. I don't know. All I know is I put that shit on my nose and twirl it around for 15 seconds in each side, and then I was a doctor, okay? Call me a doctor from now on. Because then I had to put it in this test tube thing, and I had to break it off, and then, oh my god. It really wasn't that bad. Probably took like 10-15 minutes, but it was just weird. It was just weird. And then, so first they said I would get my test results in 2 to 7 days, and then 2 days passed, I didn't get anything, so it was like, shit. And at this point, after that day, I had like no more symptoms after that Friday. I think the 4th and the 5th, I kind of had like a slight sore throat still, but like really nothing. No fever, no chills, like just nothing. I was like, well shit, like I wish I was back to work. Like now I'm quarantining myself, I'm not going out. People are asking me to hang out, and I literally was like, sorry, I have some stuff going on, because I didn't want to like say that I had it if I didn't, you know, because I didn't have my test results. Yeah, so I tried to call multiple times. I couldn't get a hold of anybody, and they just had like an automated system that was like, sorry, we're really backed up, it'll be like 5 to 7 days before you get your test results, sorry about it. So I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I'm literally quarantined. As you guys, if you guys watch my videos, you guys probably know that like I live by myself, so quarantining by yourself is not fun, especially like at first I was like, well, I'll be sick, so like I'm not gonna care. But then I'm not even sick, like I don't feel sick anymore, so I was like, shit, what do I do all day? I'm not at work, I can't go to work, I can't do anything, I can't go outside of my house because I was scared that I was gonna get people sick. Anyway, so yeah, so I quarantined for a long time. It's now July 12th, and I've been basically quarantined since I got off work on July 1st, like 12 days. And I just today got my results, which would have been like 9 days, so it took way longer than they said, which honestly, I know that it is a pandemic, I know that there's a shortage on tests, I know that whatever, but like we need to do better as like a state and a freaking country of getting these tests out, because I feel like that's 90% of the problem. I know people can be asymptomatic and not know that they have it at all. But like if I wanted to be an asshole, like I felt fine almost the entire time that I was quarantined. I could have been out doing like hanging out with people and doing stuff and going to work, and you know what I mean? So like if I wasn't smart, if I just wanted to be an asshole, I could have. I did get my test results this morning, and it said that it wasn't detected at all, so I am clean. I guess I just got regular sick, which is what my initial like thought was, and then I was like, no, Marissa, you're just in denial, like you definitely have coronavirus. I really, honestly, like 110%, I thought that I had it, but I didn't. So thank God. Thanks for my health. I'm lucky that I didn't have it. Now I'm at the age range where like if I did have it, I don't really think it would be the end of the world for me, but I know that some people, and if you are older, or if you have asthma, or if you have underlying diseases, that this is like a life-threatening. So yeah, so it's very serious, and I'm going to be linking things down below for you guys to donate or anything like that, just ways that you can help. Yeah, this really taught me that they need more medical resources. Can't have people out here waiting 9 days to know if they are sick or not, because like I said, not everyone is going to quarantine for those days. Now granted, I quarantined for so long that 2 more days would have been 14 days anyway, so whatever. But I just think there needs to be more resources, so I'm going to be linking links down below if you guys want to donate or anything. I'm going to try to do research and find like actual good links that help more medical places. I know there's resources to donate food and stuff for people that are financially taking a hit from this, and I know it's kind of old news, but it's really not. It's news that is coming back up because they are spiking in numbers again. Yeah, basically wear a freaking mask, don't be an idiot. I'm going to literally just be going to work and home at this point, because this was enough to scare me to not go out to eat or anything. Now in Vegas, really nothing's like reclosing except for bars and stuff, but like I said, I only went to a bar like once or twice, but I'm done with that. I don't want to do that. I don't even want to go back out to eat. I don't want to go to the mall. Yeah, because I guess I didn't have it, but I don't ever even want to think that I have it again. Like that was so unfun. But yeah, that is basically where I've been. That's why I've been on Instagram more and everything, because I have been quarantined with nothing to do. But yeah, I've filmed several videos for you guys already that are just ready to go. So we are back, people. Honestly, like quarantining alone for 2 weeks. When I quarantined before for like a month, I was like kind of quarantined with my friend. We had hung out the week before everything closed and everything, like back in March. We were together that weekend and we were out, and she lives with her family and I live alone, so we quarantined for like 2 weeks to make sure that we were both good, you know, before she went home. Because we were together, we were just kind of like, and we both quarantined, we were like, okay, we're good to hang out with each other. So I really wasn't like alone. Like there would be days obviously that I was alone, but like I could still hang out with someone. But this was like literally like you cannot hang out with anyone, like alone for 2 weeks. Like, I haven't really talked to a human in 2 weeks except on my phone. That's crazy. It just taught me a lot. It really like made me realize what I want my priorities to be. Like, I had so much time to think and stuff, and I really want to start prioritizing my YouTube and getting back into doing makeup and just things that make me happy. Partying and stuff is not it. Going to bars and stuff is not it. It's a freaking pandemic. I don't know what I was thinking before. Just get ready for some content, guys, because I'm back. I'm better than ever. Yeah, I'm so thankful that I don't have the coronavirus. I'm kind of annoyed because I quarantined myself for 2 weeks for nothing, but it's better to be safe than sorry, especially now. But yeah, so just be smart, guys. Wear a mask. Don't go out unless you really like have to, and if you do go out, make sure you guys are being smart, and if you do think you have any symptoms, go get tested. Luckily, tests are becoming more available for people now, but like I said, I just think that they need to still improve. I think the more that resources that people have to get tested, to get their test results, to know when to quarantine, to know not when they don't need to, the faster and better control we'll have over this virus. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want, and I will have all my social media links down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.